Shistie business, or is this my best wish list of ways to get riches? Or is this Shistie business, or is this my best wish list of ways to get riches?
Shistie business, or is this my best wish list of ways to get riches? Or is this Shistie business? Shistie business, or is this my best wish list of ways to get riches? Or is this Shistie business? Yo, what's good? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all across the world. And yo, shout outs to my African people. Kenya. Uganda. Mwah. Much love. Thank you for all the support. Rwanda. Was goody. Hey, yo, I watched that video about the whole Rwanda, how Rwanda women feel about the African black, the black Americans, how the African women in Rwanda feel about black Americans. Yo, that had me a little bit tight. Okay. Nah, man, nah. All that clapping. Chick was talking about she don't like us. What? Crazy? Man, yo, that really hurt, bro. Like, really. Liberia. Salute. Libya, much love. Salute. Hey, yo, Ghana with the 3-card Molly pickpocketers. Yeah. You know, gangsters, salute. The Pharaoh of the Nigeria. Woo. Wee. Gangster, salute. Zambia, Tanzania, salute. But hold on, let's go back. Let's backtrack. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my Ugandans, what's goody? Love you guys, man. Yo, real talk, man. Yo, all my Ugandans, man. Yo, I love you. You know what I'm saying? I really thank you. You know what I'm saying? For all the support, all the well wishes, all the videos. I'm gonna post the videos. You know what I'm saying? Of yo, Uganda, yo, you guys hold me down majorly, and I salute you all.
You are watching the Heaven Enterprise Inc. hosted by Klass Initials. I am Valen, a Ugandan currently staying in Zambia. Please tune in on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Is this Shistie business, or is this my best wish list of ways to get riches? Or is this Shistie business, or is this my...
I am Christine from Uganda. We are watching the Heavens Enterprise Incorporated, hosted by Klass Initials on YouTube. So tune in and I will see you there.
Welcome to the Heaven Enterprises Inc. Uganda is watching Klass Initials on YouTube. See you there. Bye.
Hey guys, I'm Dia. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, originally from Guyana, South America. And you guys can check me out on YouTube underneath Klass Initial D Haven Enterprise. Go ahead and take a look and let me know what you think. Subscribe. Ciao for now.
Hey guys, welcome to the Heaven Enterprise Inc. Uganda is watching Initialize on YouTube. See you there.
Shout outs to NTV and everybody out there like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it's all love, man. It's all love. Salute. But yo, real talk, you know, this is just the intro to what we got going on. And at the end of the day, and all be all, today we in the streets.
For now, you best peep the chorus. Shistie business, or is this my best wish list of ways to get riches? Or is this Shistie business, or is this my best wish list of ways to get riches? Or is this Shistie business? Empire States, vehicles with custom plates. We stack papes to compete with Millennium Heavyweight Team Militia. Submit to my wrath.
The human heart that I've taken in hand. I cast you out, unclean spirit.
It's hot, the blocks, major inferno, southern heat disco. What's your preference? Western or Crisco? Flame on, the heat is on.
What? Mustard? Test the strength. Business, or is this my best wish list of ways to get riches? Or is this Shistie business? Yo. For those that don't know, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, any platform, YouTube, know what I'm saying? Shistie Business, Shistie is how I used to name and spell Shistie, which everybody would say is called Shistie or whatever. They used to just make up what they want to call it. But let me remind you guys, hip hop, the culture of hip hop, you got to think 1992, 91, 90, NWA, Onyx, just to name a few that come to mind, you would actually spell hip hop culturally. So there was a thing where, you know, we would create our own enunciations and we call that Ebonics slang. In the streets, we had our own way of talking. Hip hop culture is about going against the grain. We rebels with a cause. Shout outs to Public Enemy, Chuck D, Nick Fan TV, and all of that. Shout it out. So with this enunciation and how we spell, get it correct. Hip hop culture was always about creating your own spelling, creating your own slang terms. Like you would drop the ER and put an A, mother, father, mother, MOTHER. You drop the ER and you put A, mother, player. You heard? What up, player? You heard? In the streets. So don't get it twisted. When people be in the hip hop conversations talking about get your enunciations right or talk proper grammar. Hip hop was never about proper grammar in the streets. So we taking back what's ours, you heard? So in these streets, let's talk about it. The streets is talking, the streets is watching, the streets is where it's at, the streets is hating, and most importantly, the streets don't got no love for nobody. Ain't no love in these streets. However, I wasn't raised to think like that. I didn't know that in the beginning. So let's go back. Let's take it back. Because the way I get through to many of you people is by telling my own story about me. So if I'm going to bring up a conversation and I'm going to tell you something that's to help you or something that I feel, you know what I'm saying, is actually what is needed when you get to a point in your life where you're trying to be a token for people to appreciate the wisdom, the mindset. See, when we adolescents, we young, we dumb, we don't know. So we think we know, and we make all these bad decisions, just like how I be telling my children right now as we speak. Yo, you shouldn't be eating certain foods, or you shouldn't be wanting all this sugar in your life, but they don't understand because they like, but dad, it tastes good, but guess what? You're being tricked. Companies want your money. So they take your money and they trick you into giving you something that your taste buds like and love, and you feel like, oh, it's great. I love this. It's delicious. One of my daughters, yo, word is bond. One of my daughters, she be like, she be talking like Cat Williams, and I'll be wondering if she got it from watching Cat Williams, because she'd be like, it's so delicious. It's so delicious. And now she got me saying it all the time. And shout outs to her, because, she over there watching me right now. And I love you, baby, but relax, It's so delicious in these streets. So coming up in life, I started out on a block where I used to watch the older crowd. And the older crowd, I used to see what they do. And I wanted to do exactly what they was doing in these streets. So they was drug dealing and hustling and doing whatever they can to get a dollar. But from my peripheral, I'm looking at the glamour of it. Yo, they got the brand new Michael Jordans. Yo, they got the brand new Ebonics, the Dreams. Yo, they got the brand new shell-toe Adidas. Yo, they got the suede Pumas. Yo, they got the shell-toe Adidas. Yo, you see the Todd one tracksuit he got on? Yo, you see the windbreaker? Yo, you see that leather bomber? Yo, you see the Sherlin he's wearing? Sherlin's leather bombers with the fur hoods and all of that. You know what I'm saying? In these streets. So as a kid, as a child, I'm watching these people and I want to be just like them in these streets. However, in the streets, there's really no love. But they tell you, but you don't really see it. You know why? Because as a minor, the older dudes used to look to me like, yo, shorty, nah, chill. Don't hang out over here, man. Go home, man. You don't want to be right here right now. Go. Something, they used to protect dudes like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, get out of here, shorty. You don't want to be right here. Plus, I lived in the building of where all the ruckus and everything was going on in these streets. So I watched them and I would be influenced by them. You know what I'm saying? One dude in particular, and I'm going to say his name out of love. You know what I'm saying? Yo, my man, Jen. Melvin, my boy, Jen. Much love and shout outs to Jen Lover. Yo, Jen, I used to see him and get scared. Like literally, I used to be scared to go past him. You know why? Because Jen will see me and wait for me. And as soon as he see me, he'll be like, whoa. You behaving? What? Like he always had jokes on me. Like he had these like Jen was just like the snapping dude. Like he made these sounds and stuff that he was just funny. But he was the OG, you know what I'm saying? Jen was that dude, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And he used to make this sound, be like, Wah! Throughout the whole hallways, Wah! In front of the building and all that. He make these noises and all that. It was crazy. So I used to be intimidated to go past him because I'm like, yo, if I'm not ready and I'm not prepared for him, he's going to eat me up. So I used to sit in the house, you know what I'm saying, to come up with some jokes. You know what I'm saying? I used to, real talk. Like, I'm about to go outside. Y'all got to get ready for this dude, man. Like, all right. So I had some cereal up there. Like, yo, you Nabisco naps? It's like Nabisco naps. Boom. Like, all right, Nabisco naps. Boom, I'm going to hit him with that. Boom. Like, funny, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just different things laid around or whatever I used to find or whatever. Just armor, you know what I mean? And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't and all that, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It was all love. Then there was another OG, you know what I'm saying? My OG, one of my main OGs. I mean, Jen, he was my OG. Excuse me. Everybody from the building, you know what I'm saying, that I was born and raised from, you know what I'm saying? It was almost like, it was basically a family, but it was a family, but then it was like politics. But these streets. What is the difference between the streets and politics? Is none. You know why? Because it's all lies. It's all fictitious. It's all an illusion. So, with that being said, you know what I'm saying? It's like this other dude in particular who, my first opportunity to do music, I'll never forget. He did my first photo shoot with me in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, called PC. Salute the PC. So PC, the significance of this dude now, you gotta remember, I'm not even 12 years old yet. So PC, you know what I'm saying? His blessings to me were that he would read the paper every morning. Now I'm talking about hustlers, street hustlers, drug dealers, gangsters, you know what I'm saying, guns, you know what I'm saying, all that. Every morning, PC would be sitting down reading the newspaper, the New York Post, the Daily News, whatever. And one day I asked, it's like, yo, you read that every day. What's that all about? He's like, yo, let me tell you, man. When you ain't in school no more, you got to keep reading. You got to keep feeding your mind. You got to keep disciplining yourself to read, practice reading. And it keeps you fluid. It keeps you going. And I never forgot that. I'm giving you jewels from straight gangsters. I'm talking about shoot 'em up, bang, bang gangsters that bless me. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, these are wisdom tools of the streets, and I'm giving you the good benefit side of the streets. You know what I'm saying? What was the values of it? So that I took with me, and I kept with that for most of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you got to stay reading. Gotta stay. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, up until maybe 5 years after moving to the West Coast, or even once, because the West Coast would also get the New York Post every day, and I kept it going, and then it stopped. The newspaper, like, I don't even see it no more. I used to see it all the time, every day. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I can honestly say at some point is when I drifted away from it. But come to find out, a regular newspaper is a 5th grade reading level. So if you can't even maintain that, I have a friend that just told me just this morning that you know, she has students and all of that or whatever have you. And her students can't, you know, this is middle school. Middle school. What is middle school? Middle school, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. And I hope my children are listening, because 6th graders, 7th graders, and 8th graders, they don't know how to tell time on the clock. You know, the clock with the hands, they can't tell the time. And they all have to give up their cell phones before they go into class, and literally can't read the damn clock on the wall to know what time it is. We're talking about 6th graders, 7th graders, 8th graders. What is that? 12, 13, 14 years old? They cannot tell time. That's sad. The way society has become to that point and degree, it's terrible. And it's even worse because penmanship is over and all that, but that's another story. We're not here for that. Let's stick in these streets. So, in these streets, the bottom line is this. There's no love in the streets. But I got mad love in these streets. However, there's one catch. You get love in these streets. Well, for me, I'll tell my story. I was getting love in the streets until I became embedded, 100% a part of the streets. Once Wow, you know, it's funny. Once I became a drug dealer and I was working for, um, I won't even mention who, you know what I'm saying? But it's funny because my first time being a drug dealer, he took me under the wing, took care of me, you know. But I had to let him go for another brother who paid me more, which back in those days it would be 30 off 100. Every 100 you sell, they'll give you $30. But then I had another brother who came through. Was like, "Oh, well, are you getting 30 for 100? All right, well, I'm gonna give you 40 for 100. Come work with me." And it was dimes. You know what I mean? 58, 58s, 12, 12s. You know, if you're in the hood, you know what I'm talking about. Back in those days, 58, 58s, 12, 12s. You know what I'm saying? And son came with the 58, 58s. You know what I'm saying? And they were brawling. And it was good weight. You know what I'm saying? So the fiends, they was open. Like, yo, it was real. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Once I started really being of the streets, then love, I don't know. It's like I can't even say the love diminished because it really didn't. Except for if you start dealing with different factions and stuff like that or whatever have you. Trey Pound. I was a Trey Pounder. Trey Pound, we was getting it. We was getting it. Trey Pound was getting it. 2-6 Horror was getting it. Shout outs to the Black Fist. In that era. But Trey Pound, we was getting it. And 2-6 was getting it, but it was two different sides of the block. You know what I mean? But then the 141 was getting it. And they had they were bringing the aliens from out of town, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these stories has been told, you know what I'm saying, over different platforms and stuff of that nature, whatever have you. You know what I'm saying? But one in particular, one of the main guys over there in 141, you know what I'm saying, who come to find out he turned state evidence and all that or whatever. That's a whole nother story. But he had a brother, and his brother was ruthless. And matter of fact, he had a few brothers. You know what I'm saying? But one in particular, he was ruthless. And I give him all the props. I give him all the props because he took me under the wing too. It was like, honestly, all real new. All the real new. All them real new. Yo, they took me under the wing. And they showed me I was always protected. Like, for instance, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna be real. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't one for all of the rah. I wasn't that type of dude to be out and acting all extra and trying to fight and do all the wild stuff and all that. I'm a lover. I was always a lover. The red lover. Actually, red lover was the handle. You know what I'm saying? And my crew were devils. And devils don't die, we multiply. So with that being said, and even with that, it's actually two different fractions, so to speak, or whatever, that branched off or whatever as time decimated, or how you call it, diminished. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? This one dude in particular, and I'm bringing him up because, a lot of the bosses took a liking to me like none other. And ain't no pause needed. Because this wasn't about none of that back then. You heard? One of the bosses, and I'll never forget, and I give him all the love, man. As a matter of fact, yo, listen, man. God bless Nim and any of his family. Nim, ladies and gentlemen. Nim was a baller out of control. Nim would drive around with the 5.0 up and down the block. Vroom, vroom. And I give him the love because I promise you, and you know he remind me of the head of Violator. He reminds me of the head of Violator. You know what I'm saying? God bless him too. You know what I'm saying? But Nim was the first dude who took my music and would play it and was like, yo, I love this. He's like, yo, I'm gonna play this everywhere, shorty. Yo, word, let me get this tape, man. I'm gonna play this everywhere, shorty. I got you. I got you. You understand? And at the same time, you know, at the end of the day, I watched him get killed. I was there when he got killed. And at the same time, I wasn't right there, but I was around the block and I was able to come up after he was shot, and it destroyed me because I'm like, damn, this was somebody that believed in me, you know? And I feel I never actually got the chance to actually uphold his legacy or honor him, you know what I'm saying, musically, because of my own transgressions and of my own failures, you know what I'm saying, musically, you know what I mean? And you know, it is what it is, you know? I mean, I had great opportunities. I was in the car, as they would say. I was in the whip, got kicked out of the whip. You know what I'm saying? I try to just being me, trying to take over the world, trying to overthrow the government, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Of what we were dealing with, so to speak. Like I was I really developed into what the hood taught me. But there's no love in these streets. The reality is this. I've messed up my whole rap career. I literally messed up my whole rap career being too real. Some people would look, yo, go sit down and don't say nothing. Pardon me. My son is a little in the way right now. But back to the subject. When it really boils down, when it really, really, really boils down, I was always a loyal dude. And I did a song. And I said something like, actually, it ain't even out yet, but actually I will be releasing it this year. I said, truthfully, loyalty is what cut me. I guess a token of love raises sharply. Ooh. Hold up. Truthfully, loyalty is what cut me. I guess a token of love raises sharply. If you know, you know. You heard? You can't get into a situation or a circumstance where people will call you brother. In these streets, people will call you brother. Yo, we brothers. So brothers are supposed to be able to get into some things, right? Brothers should be able to get into arguments and have fights and disagreements and all that, right? My blood brother, I had a fight with at least once a year. Ironically, when he met his demise, you fast forward, I was sort of blamed for it. Like, I did it. Nigga, I wasn't even there. But the streets ran with that story. Or rather, people that didn't like me or hated me and was jealous of me created this narrative and they ran with it. Why? Because I was always involved, rubbing elbows with the powers that be. always in position to succeed. And people did not like that in these streets. But me being blinded by the streets, love, blinded by the understanding of thinking, nah, this is being real, represent. Like when I got cut, y'all, you know, you see, $150 and all that. In these streets. Set up. I actually got a chance to see it on TV. You know, I actually watched the day I got cut on TV, but it was cut out. In these streets, ain't no love, man. Ain't no love in these streets, man. They will erase you, get rid of you, and then go on stuff like Vlad TV and talk bad about you in these streets. Fuck Vlad TV too. In these streets. I said it and I'm living with it. You heard? But at the end of the day, the reality is this, man. I'm saying all this to say this, man. The way I came up and the way I was raised, I was told to be real. Okay. I was taught to never be fake. Yo, one more story in these streets, yo. So one time, you know, we had the chains. So there's these two brick things that we used to sit on, and there's these chains or whatever of a divider, so cars couldn't go through or whatever have you, right across the street from my building. And it was before they put the corrupt gates up that I predicted. So, you know, my crew is corrupt gates militia. And the corrupt gates, you know what I'm saying, was derived maybe in 92, 93. And at the same time, you know, the gates went up around 95, 96, 97, somewhere around there, whatever have you, right? And before the gates went up, we used to always hang out at these chains across the street, right? And so the older dudes is making their sales and all that, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And my man was making a sale, and somehow he got beat. I don't know how the dude beat him. Maybe fake money or something like that, or whatever have you. So son runs and he goes to the stash and he pulls the gun. You know what I'm saying? He start hitting him, letting off at him. Blah, 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 blah. It's letting off at him, right? Yo, son mom looks out the window and calls him. It's like, what are you doing? My man is shooting. Boom, 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 boom. Huh? What are you doing? Get upstairs. Damn. Yo, I gotta go in the house, man. I'll see y'all later. Yo. In these streets. See, that point of that story was back in the days, even though we was gangsters, we was shooting and doing all this stuff or whatever, we had respect. We had respect for our parents. We have respect for the elders. We have respect for the pregnant women. We have respect for women. We have respect just in general. There were certain things you don't do in these streets, but that was back then. Today, it ain't no love. It's worse than no love, B. In these streets, like right now, it's bad. And when I say it's bad, yo, all I know is in these streets, you get one life to live, and you also get one chance. I had a friend of mine, became my friend off of watching this. And I want to share with you what was wrote to me in respect and honor to what I do. And it went a little something like this. I like that you out here trying to educate the people. Excuse me. The world is so lost. Children don't know what it means to play outside. Teens don't know what it means to be teens. All they want to do is grow up super fast. She says, I have 11, 12, 13-year-olds bringing vapes to school. Girls wearing eyelashes and wigs and weaves and braids past their behinds. Now, I want to pause right there. I just did a study to find out how eyelashes extensions was made or why they were made. Do you know? Well, I will let you know, and on a secret. Eyelashes were made for prostitutes that were actually doing their business pause. But these chicks would be doing their business, and when it was time for the skeet, they was tired of it getting in their eyes. So they created lashes. So now we got it as a fashion. No, I'm not going to educate my daughters to want to be wearing fake eyelashes and fake hair. My daughters are African queens. My daughters are black queens. My daughters are mixed with Black America and Jamaica and Indian or India. So they are princesses, and that's how I'm teaching them to be. Unfortunately, though, the world, they still got to go out there. They go to school, and I'm sure they're influenced by their friends and their classmates, because I tell them, ain't no friends in these streets. They're associates, and you can't trust them. They're going to backstab you. They're going to lie on you. Yo, I got my daughters tell me now they be in school, oh, this one got me in trouble. This one said I did this and I didn't do it. I promise it wasn't me. Whether they lying or not, the reality is this is what happens. And this is what I be telling them. Stop thinking there's love when there ain't no love. The only love is right here in your surroundings, your siblings and your parents. In these streets. So, if I could continue, she was like, they're wearing the wigs, the braids, past their butts. Mothers and fathers are ready to jump on teachers and administrators because their children are being defiant and don't know how to conduct themselves in class. Married men and women are in bed with each other. Homes are so broken. Children disrespect their parents, and parents are acting like the child. Now, parents are acting like the child. I agree, because it's children raising children. It is what it is, and I mean, I'm not no gift horse when it comes to making children, because I've made many and I've lost many, and at the end of the day, the reality is, it is what it is. You win, you lose, whatever. Keep it moving. Homes is broken, disrespecting children, and parents is acting like childs. And the list goes on and on. It's sad that the world we live in think that this is okay and normal. And it actually goes on into some personal stuff that I'm not going to speak about because I really don't have permission to tell nobody else's business on this platform. So we'll end that there. But the reality is, these streets ain't no love. Fakes. Fakes. 'Cause- 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 'cause In America, you are told you got to fake it until you make it. So many of us fake it until we make it. We wear fake this, we wear fake that, until we make it. My question is, what happens if you don't never make it? Oh. So basically, you live your whole life being fake. But nah, it's not funny. That's actually cool. You know why? Because it's everybody doing it. There's no such thing. I tried. There's no such thing as being real. There's no such thing. I mean, narcissists will make you believe that they're real and their way, and they're just not no hater, and they're not this and they're not that. Everybody hates. Everybody is jealous. Everybody has some type of envy. Everybody goes through all of these different emotions and motions. Period, point blank. It is what it is. Let's just stop playing and lay the cards on the table. I just watched a video where a ex-CIA agent admitted. He said it himself. He says, yo, I don't think there will ever be a day this world could actually have what you would call equality, period. There's no way. Ain't no equality ever gonna be possible. So your Dr. Umar Johnsons, me, and everybody else, the conscious community, everybody that sit here and try to spit some type of wisdom and knowledge into somebody's brain to make them see clearly, it doesn't matter, because it will never change, ever. It's impossible. The people with my color skin, we're dealing with layers on top of layers on top of layers on top of layers of brainwash, demonic corruption, spirits, and bad luck. Facts in these streets. I just watched the creator of the book, The 48 Laws of Power, where he said it too. In these streets. But let's go a little step further with reality. I got to bring you the facts so you know this ain't no joke. What is the biggest American phrase, illusion, fictitious reality of a phrase for America? Foreigners, hey, come to America where you can make the American dream happen. Whoa. American dream. They telling you straight to your face, it's a dream. Hollywood is made by Merlin the magician. The concept derives from him. Merlin was the magician to make an illusion. Something that seemed real, but it's not. An illusion. You ever heard of Aladdin and the Magic Genie? You see, when you watch these cartoons, they tell you the real. Excuse me. These cartoons tell you the real. Disney. Hollywood, he had a magic wand. The wand was made out of Hollywood, and it had a star on top. And it cast spells on people. So, when you're watching TV and a movie, I tell my children all day, every day, this is fake. Don't look at this like it's something real. The world is an illusion. So this American dream that's pitched to you, let's take it a step further for your belief in your reality, because I'm about to prove to you how fake this whole game is. Do you watch the news? Fox, CNN, NBC, what else? CNBC, whatever. C-SPAN. Good Morning America. Now, with all of those, watch this. So we on the set of Good Morning America, and it's, hey everybody, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing today? Oh my God, hey Tom, how's everything going, man? It's good to see you today, man. Welcome. How was your weekend? It was great. How's your wife? Okay, good. Lucy, hey Lucy, oh my God, it's good to see you. I mean, we was gone for the weekend and all this, and it's just beautiful, man. You know, welcome back, man. We here, you know, one big family. Yo, this is the news family, and yo, we love you guys, and da 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 da. And they be like, yo, we going to commercial in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, cut. Man, fuck you, Tom, man. I can't stand your bitch ass. That's why I was fucking your wife, man. Get the fuck out of here. Lucy, your bum ass, man. Yo, you still smoking crack, bitch? I don't like shit about you, man. Yo, you get on my fucking nerves, man. I can't stand you, man. For real. Know what I'm saying? Yo, Tom, I told you, keep back away from me, Tom. Tom, you're a loser. You're a loser. Your wife told me everything that you be saying about us. You're a loser. You're just a freaking loser. And we're on in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You lose. Hey. Oh, we're back. Hey, everybody. So Lucy, oh my God, this is my best friend over here. And Tom, man, you're a great guy. You're swell. You're just a swell type of guy, man. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the cast, and we just won an Emmy, and we was on TV for the Emmy, and we the number 1 rated news show and all of this type of stuff and all that or whatever. So what did I just do just now? I just proved to you something very significant here. There is, what is it? FDs, ICFDs. What is the police that actually police all mainstream media and everything that goes out to make sure that they're saying what they want them to say and they're doing exactly what they need them to do? Where they'll say, you can't cuss on TV. You cannot curse. You can't talk like black people. You can't do none of that stuff on live TV. You cannot do none of that here. When we are live, you are not allowed to do any of those type of things at all. However, when they say cut and they're not live, none of these people like each other. They can't stand each other. So guess what? What does that tell you? It's all an illusion. So on TV, when you're watching it, you're like, oh my God, Tom and Lucy and him, they all great friends and they love each other and they really can't stand one another. How many times has a mic went live after they was off the air and they thought that they weren't on the air or they wasn't live, and people will just start talking their truth. They start letting the reality be known. Like, Charles Barkley. Yes, so Charles, we're going to use Sir Charles as an example because, of course, Sir Charles was he was a spokesperson getting paid, endorsed for what was one of those food, lose weight food things or whatever have you. And he went on, his mic was still on and he got caught saying, yeah, they paying me and that stuff don't even work. None of that stuff really works at all, man. That stuff don't work. Da, 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 da. But they paying me though. How many politicians, how many people got caught with their mics on saying foul stuff that was their reality. So this shows you it's a reverse process of concept of understanding. When the mic is on, you love. When the mic is off, you your real true you. It's all fake and phony. In these streets. So I said, how does the streets compare? How are they similar? How is it actually similar? But I need to take a break real quick, and I'll be right back. And we're back. So I had a little issues that I had to deal with, but you know how that go. And we're back. So these streets, baby. These streets is not good. There's no love, man. And my only point of this is, the reality is, yo, society has become something worse than what I ever thought and imagined. But I did a video a while back on the movie Lean on Me. God bless Joe Clark, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I would urge anybody who never saw it to please go watch it, because that was a movie from 1989. And come back on YouTube and watch my show pertaining to subject matter, because that movie was made in 1989, and it's wow how in 2024 it's the same situation. And I feel I was Joe Clark. You know why? Because in the movie, in the very beginning, they were talking about unions. They were talking about, you know what I'm saying, the unions and selling each other out for the companies and all this and all that or whatever. And to me, Joe Clark was the leader, or one of the leaders for the union. Like me, I stood up for my union people for years. And my union people backstabbed me over and over and over and over and over again. But guess what? I kept smiling and I kept fighting and I never lost. Period. And they hate it. So jealousy, because you got a black man actually standing up to these other men for the brown man that worked with the black man, but the brown man don't like it because they just really, you know, for self and for these white people. I mean, it is what it is. Really what it all boils down to. And it's facts and it sucks. But unfortunately, even some of my white brothers that work with me, you know what I'm saying? They are in the same boat. Salute to my valet workers, all the valet. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel your pain and I'm here with you. You understand? But my point is, same way he spoke on that movie, 1989, you fast forward to 2024, it's the same situations happening right now as we speak. Ain't nothing changed, just got worse. So, these streets, my whole point is, they will never love you. If I have any child or young person listening to my voice, listening to this story, listening to this show, I'm here to let you know one fact. It may look fun and it may seem like that's the only route for you, but you got a middle finger to the streets, because the streets is not for you. Jail. Who in a right mind thinks going to jail is cool? I'll wait. Ain't nothing cool about jail. Back when the shutdown was going down, I ended up with a situation, dispute, domestic. I got it on video. I should post it, but I won't. I'm accused for putting a hand on this girl, where clearly it was the opposite, reverse. But I saw the devil in her eyes. This is when I knew, yo, you in bed with the enemy. When women get vindictive and they want to attack you, when women hate on you, when they want to do nothing more than to just destroy your livelihood, they will pull no stops to try to cremate you and your integrity and your, yo, she told me straight to my face, man, I will ruin your person. Your whole politics and all this you got going on, jealousy, it seemed. And I don't mean no harm, I'm just telling my story. What? Call the cops, said I put hands on her. What? But she's the one putting hands on me, doing all this whatever. Yeah! I'm videoing it. But I got tired of this. What? So I smack her hand. On my video, it actually looks like I smacked her. Okay. I smacked her hand. Yo, come on. What's all this? Got on the phone to the cops. Had the devil in the eye looking straight at me talking about, yo, big black, he got a gun, all this. I'm like, what? Yeah, I carry a gun. This particular moment, my gun was in my bag, which was on the table in the dining room. We in the living room. So I had to pan over to the bag, go up to it, show that nothing in her story was making sense because it's right here and I don't even got it and I'm over here. But guess what? 7 months later, at the office, building, my name on it, squad car pull up. Yo, we got a warrant for your arrest. What? Who, me? For what? Yeah, it was domestic. Domestic? Oh, whoa. Yo, hold up. Hello? Yo, why the police right here right now talking about, yo, I'm going to jail for domestic? I don't know. I ain't pressed no charges. Well, I'm going in right now. Really? About 3 to 4 days, I had to sit in a penitentiary again. After all this time, all this success, all of this street recovery, now I'm in jail. 30 other mothers in the same cell. We gotta compete for space on a bench that I got my spot on the bench and I wasn't giving it up for 3-4 days. We're using toilet paper as pillows. These streets, you think the streets is cool? We're using toilet tissue paper, toilet tissue rolls as a pillow to sleep, lay on. In these streets, the toilet is connected to the water fountain for you to drink. In these streets, with no cover protection in terms of, oh my God, I gotta go to the bathroom for number 2. In these jailhouse streets, ain't no privacy. I refuse to eat nor drink. I don't drink milk, dairy. I don't drink toilet water. I don't drink tap water. I don't eat meat. You ain't giving me no ham sandwich. I don't eat white bread, so I'm not gonna eat nothing. 4 days on a wooden hard bench. 4 days. Tossing and turning. Why? Because to this day, I still suffer the same feelings of soreness on each hip. Yeah, I'm touching my shoulder, but I'm giving you an example to see. Each hip laying on a wood bench for 4 days. To this day, I still suffer pain from it. In these streets. So, the point is, ain't nothing good about the streets, ain't nothing good about the thought of the streets. I may have some good memories of the streets. I may have some good reminiscent of the streets. But you know something? To this day, I feel like I'm lucky. As a matter of fact, one of my soon-to-be guests, is another one of my OGs. Super OG. I'm talking about, boy, don't play. His story is out there. But hopefully we get him on this show, you know what I'm saying? And we can have some Shistie Business, or is it my best wish list of ways to get riches, or is this Shistie Business? Get him on. I mean, he already kind of told his story on another platform, so maybe we could just get him on here, you know what I'm saying, reminisce together and mix and merge stories, because most of my stories is actually his story. I was amongst these dudes, man. I was amongst killers, murderers, super drug dealers. I was amongst them dudes. I gotta give respect to and salute to the one. Many people might not like this, but I'm gonna go there. I gotta give respect and a shout out to Mr. Trevor. Yo, Trevor, keep your head up in there, man. Word up. Trevor, everybody. This dude was an outsider who came in. And he came in with his Brooklyn Street murderous ways. I'm not sure, but I think he was accused for killing my other man who had just came home, and I had told him, yo, pay attention to what's going on before you get into it. And I actually saw him take his last breath just like Nim, God bless. This dude was someone I grew up with. He was my heart. And even though that situation that may have happened, which come to find out they said it was like a paid circumstance or whatever, I only bring up, you know, the God name because before all that happened, I'm going to express myself. Because somebody's going to watch this and want to hate. But I'm going to express myself. This is me telling my story. So hate all you want. But the reality is, God bless Boo Boo. I love you. And you know how we get down. Everybody else can just talk whatever they talk. But on the other hand, before that happened, me and my littlest brother, watched him take his last breath. Terrence, you know what it is. You was right next to me. But before all that happened, let's go back years before all that happened. I'm a little dude on the block. The one Trevor everybody's scared of held me down. I'm going to go there. One of my At one time, the first wave of corrupt gate militia. Actually, I don't even think it was corrupt gate militia at the time. I think it was just corrupt gates. So the first wave of corrupt gates consisted of people who many ended up doing great things. Well, some, yeah, few went and did great things. Some didn't. Stagadora. Salute. Stagger. He was part of the KG corrupt gates in the beginning. He was the one that couldn't get his raps right. He wasn't a rapper, but we was trying to make him a rapper. Up there at Dano. Dano is a respected, well-respected producer from damn, I don't even want to get it wrong. But Dano, you know, he's from where I'm from or whatever have you. And he was one of my first producers or whatever have you. And where Corrupt Gates first started, Dano was a manifester of that. So, the roster of the Corrupt Gates back then consisted of me, Lounge Robert Townsend, Stagadora, Booster Brody, GC, aka Carlton Fisk. Salute the whole crew. That's funny because dude I was just talking about to come on, PLO style. Fisk was a part of the PLO. And hopefully we get the other part of PLO. Salute the pills. Wherever you are, bro. Much love, bro. So, at the end of the day, and all be all, I just want to make this point so clear. One time, we're in front of the building, and my building, 1-6. Ooh. And as a hustler, I think I made a sale or something. And I got it all. Stagger ain't like that. Stagger, you know what it is. So he wanted to press me. Mind you, I'm about maybe 12, 13. He like, yo, let me talk to you real quick. I'll never forget this. But we're going to tell his story. He comes up to me while the one Mr. Murderous Trevor was right there with his hitter. And his hitter got a jacket on that ain't hiding nothing. When I say ain't hiding nothing, you can tell whatever is up under that jacket, it ain't normal. He got a big boy on him. So Stagger comes, he's like, yo, son, let me talk to you real quick in private, man. Like, what you want to talk about? Like, nah, let me just talk to you in private real quick. Trevor caught that. He was like, a word? He's like, yo, check this out. Whatever you want to say there, you can say right here in front of all of us. Yo! I love my dude, bro. That's my boy, man. I wasn't even ready for that. But bet My man looked around, looked at his son, looked at his man, realized, yo, that won't be a good idea. He's like, yo, never mind, it's all right. It's all right. I tell that story because even though the streets don't got no love, if you are raised to be a real one, the streets could have a certain level of love for you. But you fast forward, all of that don't mean nothing. Because there's motherfuckers is going to jail, going down, all things is happening. My brother does the unthinkable. And leaves me in this world to have to deal with people to look at me like I did it to him. The worst time of my life, losing my brother. But even worse, months later, the people that I thought were my family and friends all turned their back to me. Then started accusing me of things unthinkable. Nike Aisha, Camille, these were people that knew the reality and could attest I was nowhere to be found. Then you fast forward to after the facts. We ran up and down the block, me, to find each person that was said to have something to do or was with him. And each time, they all said the same thing. There was no foul play. There was just a mindset of someone who's mixing things that he shouldn't have mixed and going through emotions that it just became what it became. These streets. So I would like to close this conversation with the reality. There's no love in these streets.
Shistie business, or is this my best wish list?